Good afternoon, class. I am Althea Joy S. Villar, but you can call me Teacher Thea. So, are you ready to learn with me?
Yes!
Very good. But before we start, let's have a short review of our previous lesson. To make it fun, we will play a game called Pass the Virus. So, here is the mechanics. I have here an object that will serve as virus. When the music plays, you will pass it to your classmate. And when the music stops, the one holding the virus will answer the question. Are you ready, kids?
That's what people say. But I keep cruising. Can't stop, won't stop.
Stop. So here is your question. What is the study of microscopic organisms that cannot be seen by our naked eye? Correct. The answer is microbiology.
Moving. It's like I got this music in my
Stop.
mind.
So, number 2. Here is your question. Which microorganisms can do photosynthesis like plants? So, your answer is correct. Algae is the correct answer.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Cause the player's gonna play.
Stop. So, number 3 questions. Which microorganisms includes mushrooms and molds? Your answer is correct, fungi. Music, continue.
It's gonna shake. I shake it out. I never miss a
Stop. So, here is your last questions. What are the major groups of microorganisms that has been discussed in the previous lesson? Your answer is yes, bacteria. Next is protozoa. Next, algae. And the last one is fungi. Correct. Good job, class. It's good to know that you remember our previous lesson. Now, let's move on to our new topic. Today, we will discuss the last group of microorganisms, which are the viruses. Again, the viruses. So, kids, are you familiar with viruses? So, what kind of viruses do you know or familiar with? Yes, the coronavirus, which spread in 2019. So, you already know that viruses can affect our health. But I'm sure you are curious what exactly is a virus, how does it look, and how does it make us sick? So, to answer those questions, all you have to do is listen carefully because while discussing, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Is that okay, kids?
yes.
What is a virus? A virus is a tiny particle that's smaller than bacteria that can only reproduce inside the cell of living things. A virus is not considered living organisms because it has no cell parts and can grow or survive on its own. A virus has a simple structure made up of genetic material which is DNA or RNA, covered by a protein shell called a capsid. And also, some viruses have fatty envelope. On to the history of viruses. The origins of viruses are unclear. Some may have evolved from plasmid, which are the pieces of DNA that can move between the cells, and some may have evolved from the bacteria. Do you know that the first virus is called tobacco mosaic virus that was discovered by Martinus Wegener in 1899? And now, more than 5,000 types of viruses have been described. So, what are the shapes of virus? So, viruses vary in shapes, to simple helical, to icosahedral shapes, and to more complex structures. Viruses spread in many ways. We have plant virus, which spread through insects like aphids. The next one, we have animal viruses, which often spread by blood-sucking insects. The third one is called influenza viruses that usually spread by coughing and sneezing. The fourth virus is called norovirus that usually transmitted by fecal-oral route when contaminated food, water, and hands are ingested. And also, we have rotavirus that commonly is spread through direct contact, especially among children. And the last one is HIV, which transmitted through sexual contact. Viruses can be killed easily, but they can be prevented through antiviral drugs, vaccines, and also having a strong immune system. But did you know, kids, that the antibiotics don't work on viruses? Teacher, why? Because antibiotics are designed to fight bacteria and not viruses. And that's the end of our discussion. I hope you learned something from Teacher Thea and the viruses.